What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ways of the Sith. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Ways of the Sith. So you could probably see there's a different backdrop going on here than my normal setup. And that's simply because I ended up using the Sector 7 diorama as part of my display. I've been in the process of setting up my Calyx shelves, and I decided that the Sector 7 diorama made a great Clone Wars display, also worked very well for my Rebels. So I ended up using that, and currently I'm using the J bunch of numbers extreme sets as the setup here, just to do my reviews basically. I did order the Navarro one. I have a review coming up for the Tatooine one, so I do have that incorporated into my setup. Half of the Navarro one I'm going to use as my new setup to do reviews, and then the other half is going to go into my display. So we got 2 more Black Series figures from the current wave that's slowly trickling out. I'm still waiting on Luke Skywalker, but we got Cal Kestis. Perfect time because Jedi Survivor comes out this week, which I'm very happy that we got the figure right at the same time. And I got the HK87 droids. I had no plans on picking up the HK87, was absolutely going to pass on them. And then I saw the Ahsoka trailer and realized I got suckered into buying 2 of them. So we'll check them out. We'll see what they look like. I also did get 2 Cal Kestis simply because Sithy is getting a upgrade. So I knew when I saw this body that I was going to be using it for my selfie series. So I did buy 2. I'm going to remove that overlay piece off of him, and I have a bunch of other parts that I'm going to incorporate, and Sithy will have a whole new look to him. So I'm very excited to show that off. It's been a long time coming for him to get a makeover and a new look to him. So that's what's going to come with the other Cal Kestis that I purchased. But let's get these open and let's check them out. All right, so we'll start off with the HK87 droid. Here's a look at the packaging. And there's a look at the back. So this is interesting for Kodar fans because the HK model was from Kodar. This is now 87, I believe 47 was the Kodar one. Maybe 27. I'm not 100% positive, but I know the Hunter Killer droid was in those games, was a big inaugural part of it, and now all these years later, we got the 87th model in the line. But pretty cool. These are Magistrate Morgan's guards, basically her personal guards, and that's pretty much how they're going to be involved in the Ahsoka show. Is they're going to be the protectors for her. So let's get this open and let's take a look at the figure. Alright, so here is our look at the HK droid, and I gotta say this is actually pretty cool. So half of it is soft goods. They have like a soft goods robe over half of the droid, and the rest I'm not too sure. So this looks like parts from K2, like the upper body, but it's too small to be. So this might actually just be a completely new mold. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where they could have used these parts from. Nothing really looks too familiar to it, but it is really, really cool. I kind of dig these. They only come with 1 blaster though, which kind of sucks. It would have been nice to get them come with the shock staff too, since they use them. Especially since like now in Mandalorian, the shock staff was a big thing from the season finale. But yeah, so they just hold their gun. Pretty cool looking though. I gotta say, I kind of dig these. These are kind of cool. So I am glad I got 2 of them to pose with Ahsoka, and they'll go into the Ahsoka display. Hopefully we'll get the Magistrates, so then this way we can have Morgan with her HK droids. So really cool. I kind of dig it. I really kind of like this. I'm always a fan of droids, but getting some cool ones like this is actually pretty sweet. They pose really well. They got a lot of joints to them and look really good. Like, I'm actually really impressed with these. So these are really cool. And next up, we'll take a look at Cal Kestis. And I gotta say, I really am a fan of this look. He looks really, really awesome, and I'm super excited to get to check out the game and the story and see where they take this. I am 100% expecting to see him in the Mando movie. I'm not sure how, but Filoni hinted at it, the possibility of Cal Kestis being in the Mandoverse, and I gotta say, I am all for it. Get Cameron Monaghan in live action. This dude is a fantastic actor, and he needs to be fully integrated into the Star Wars universe. Enough with just having him in the video games. This guy's a huge fan. From what I've heard, on set while filming the video game, he would go to the director and say, yeah, I don't think this works for Star Wars, or we should do this instead. And the director listened to Cameron Monaghan pretty much the entire time. So really cool. He knows what he's doing. He's dedicated to the role. I say bring him on in live action. I would be all for it. So let's get this open and let's check out Cal. And here is our look at Cal Kestis outside of the package. And this looks phenomenal. I really dig this. So I have seen a couple other people's where their face sculpt was like devoid of any kind of likeness or like lifelike, and I feel like mine is pretty good. Like, that looks like Cameron Monaghan. I love like the Western influence on the outfit with like the overlay on the vest, which is really cool. I am on the other Cal Kestis that I got gonna end up taking this overlay off because I'm more than likely gonna put some Mando armor on him. So here is a look at Cal's saber, and it is different than the other saber that we got originally. So this actually is not broken at the end. It's got a clip to hang on his belt. So it is different than the previous saber. We got BD, he looks fantastic. And then we get this cool Western looking revolver that almost looks like the gun Mando had at the end of season 3. So really cool, that just fits in. Saber can hang actually on his belt or go in his hand, and Cal looks really cool. Now the one thing I did notice is there's no slit in the back of this for BD to actually like fit into like they did on the poncho. So for BD, you're gonna have to kind of get creative as far as like posing him or finding ways to pose him with Cal. That's the only unfortunate thing about this, but otherwise looks really cool. I really dig this. So all in all, two really solid figures from this wave. Probably this Cal Kestis so far is my favorite. Out of the last 4 that I did out of this wave, Bix was the best one in my opinion, but Cal is really awesome. And these HK droids are really cool. They also offer tons and tons of customizing options as far as droids go. Like, this body is perfect to kit bash and make something else out of it if that's what you're into. You could easily get some other droid heads, pop this off, pop the soft goods off, and paint it up and pretty much have a great base for regular droids. So I really like this. I'm definitely a fan of this, but this Cal Kestis is absolutely incredible, and I really think this might be one of my favorites out of the entire wave so far. But thanks again so much for taking time to check out the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, may the Force be with you. This is The Ways.
We would be honored if you would join us.